look at it like we got to win our next. You just got to win our next game. So I just say where we are is 10-3, like you said, and ready to play our next game. And make sure we make the corrections off of this game.
What does a moment like this demand from a head coach? What's your role in getting these guys right, getting you guys where you want to be?
Yeah, just the same as it is if you win 5 in a row or win 2 in a row. Play the next play, move on, learn from your mistakes. Just like it is, and get the guys ready to play physically, get the guys ready to play mentally, have the right message for the week based off of what's going on, manage the game well. Same. My role's the same as it's always been, and now we're going through some adversity, and so adversity can do a couple things to you. It can break you, or it can make you way better. And I know that everybody that's in that locker room has been through shit in their lives and has made it to this point. They've made it to this point because of the shit they've been through. And so that adversity has made a lot of us in that locker room where we are today. And we got to remember that. We got to internalize that, and we got to, make sure that the adversity that we're facing right now, we're able to get through and make sure we get better from it.
What's top of the list to fix?
Yeah, I gotta go out and watch the rest of this game, and figure out what's exactly what it is. We have some thoughts. Obviously, today it was a lot about the turnovers. It was a lot about early on in the game, early on in the first half. But to say I have the magic answer right now, I don't think that's realistic. But today, what it was about was some turnovers. And then just got to start a little bit faster.
Nick, they put a flag on the first touchdown, the Cowboys' first touchdown. Then they picked it up. Did you get an explanation from that as to why?
Yeah, they said there wasn't restriction or separation on it. So we thought they actually made the right call there based off of the information I was getting upstairs. They threw the flag, but, just because they throw the flag doesn't mean they don't get to talk about it and make the flag the right. They got a tough job to do. The officials really have a tough job to do. I thought they, based off the information I got upstairs, that they made the right call. You don't want them to pick up a flag, but shoot, if you're on the other side of that and they discuss and make the right call from it, then you give a hats off to them because they got a tough job to do, and I think they did the right thing on that particular play.
Manto, can you explain why the offense has struggled so much? Can you explain why the offense has struggled the way it has? And it's not just tonight.
Yeah, I'll just talk about tonight, Howard. Where we struggled today, I thought we moved the ball up and down the field pretty well against a good defense, but they did a good job taking the football away from us. 3 turnovers on fumbles. They got us to punt, I think, the 2 times there. And just I really thought a lot of it was about the turnovers, because I thought Jalen did a good job of kind of going to the right place with the football. Guys were getting to the spots they needed to, but we uncharacteristically turned it over on some fumbles.
Do you think your team's discipline has slipped the last 2 weeks, whether it be penalties or turnovers or just sort of attention to detail? For example, on the first drive, I think it was Jordan's false start.
Yeah,
it's probably going to be a delayed game anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying on that. I didn't see that part. As far as the delay of game, we just had the false start on that one. Do I think that, listen, we haven't played detailed enough. We haven't coached detailed enough the last 2 games, and we are what we put on tape. So if you asked about the discipline, with us, we're not good. We're not doing well enough right now, coaching or playing. So we can, that's just the facts. We haven't done a good enough job against 2 really good teams the last 2 games. Again, starts with coaching, then goes to execution.
Defensively speaking, did anything carry over from last game? You had 6 drives that resulted in touchdown, then carried over.
No, I don't think it carried over from last game. This was a new game. Again, didn't start fast either side of the ball. It got down 10-0. But I don't think it carried over from last game.
So why have there been defensive struggles
early on?
First half.
Yeah. Again, they've done a nice job attacking us. We got to start faster. We got to start faster with our plan. as coaches. First of all, put them in the right spots, and then we got to execute. So it's been both. I think when you've been down like we have in the first half, it's never just, hey, it's all this, right? If we knew it was all this, then we'd do everything we could do to fix it. But again, in the beginning stages, we're not coaching well enough. We're not playing well enough, and it's my job as the head coach to make sure that we start fast. So I'm not doing a good enough job for us starting fast. We've played way more from behind, and we have to figure that out.
Particularly on third down defensively, you said that was something you guys are going to look at this week. What do you attribute the struggles tonight for that?
Yeah, again, that's something I have to watch the tape and figure that out. They hit. We got a big turnover there on third down. They hit a explosive play on third down there at the end of the game. I think they had another explosive play on Dak. Really made a really nice play to Ferguson for an explosive play. So I think they had maybe 3 explosives on third down. I think they had a couple third and shorts that they ended up executing on, but. Yeah, again, you can't give up I think one early on a third and short, they had an explosive on that as well. So again, it's not just about them executing for the conversion, but also the explosive plays, which end up leading to points when you have explosive plays. Again, we'll have to look at the film, see what went down. I'd hate to give an answer before I know exactly what's going on. But again, we got to coach better. We got to play better.
On the 4th and 8, second half, if you go through the situation there, it seemed like they brought 6 there to get a short crosser there. Was supposed to be held from ground. Could you just kind of describe that situation?
Yeah, they played man-to-man. They brought 6. We had 6 in protection. Have a play on that we feel pretty good against some different man-to-man types of defenses that we go against. This case, it didn't work.
On that sequence there, why the decision to go for it there on the 4th down, and then the play before, what did you want out of that 3rd and 11?
Yeah, again, you saw what we did. We tried to throw it short, get a catch and run, which, if as you've seen, a lot of our situations in games, we've hit that and got a catch and run. This particular case, we didn't get as many yards. They did a good job defending it. We ended up only getting 2, obviously, there. Thought in that particular point in the game that we were going to be down 2 possessions if I kicked the field goal or didn't get it. So I thought in that particular case that was the right thing to do. Obviously, we didn't get it in that particular one, and hats off to them. Gilmore made a good play there.
All right. Nice.